Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. So, I've actually created 9 different Among Us roles that I came up with all by myself. If someone else came up with them, then I didn't know, but I completely just came up with these at the top of my head. So, yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, I made all these Among Us characters, you know, some of them are actually colors in the game, like multicolor, it's just every color combined into one. But yes, I've got a bunch of different little Among Us characters, you know, I've even got Tan. But anyways, let's get into this. So you guys have heard of the lovers, right? You know, they're either a crewmate, they're two crewmates that are in love with each other, one of them dies, the other dies. Imposter lover and lover, you know. Yeah, so, but this role is the two imposter lovers. So they're both imposters and lovers. So if one of them gets voted out or gets killed, if you're like playing with a sheriff or something, if one of them dies, they both die. So they've got to work really hard together to win. So it makes it a little bit harder for them to win, but it is a cool role I came up with. Let's go with the evil sheriff next. So the evil sheriff is exactly what it sounds like. It's an evil sheriff. So basically, he wants to kill the crewmates. If he has to kill all the crewmates and to win. If he kills an imposter, though, he dies along with the imposter. So it's like the opposite version of a sheriff. Now this one's kind of overpowered, and I think people have done this before, but it was like super jester. Anyways, but yeah, this one isn't really that original, but I decided to put it in here anyways. So this other role, imposter and jester. It's an imposter and jester together on the same team. If the jester gets voted out, they both win, and if the imposter gets it down to, you know, just them two, then of course they also win. So yeah. Then we have the suicide bomber. So how this role works, let's say there's another crewmate right here. When they can kill anyone, if they're an imposter or a crewmate, no matter what. When they kill them, this person also dies. They just suicide bomb, so yeah. Anyways, this next role is the secret admirer role. So how this role works is you have a crush on some random player. Let's say Pink has a crush on Blue, right? Let's say Blue is over here. Now there's a lot of different rules with this role. So these two, let's say Tan is the imposter, he kills Blue. And since Pink has a crush on Blue, Pink gets revenge and Tan is now dead. Also, Pink has no more reason to live because their crush is dead, so they also kill themselves. 3 kills in 1. But here's another scenario. Let's say Blue is the imposter and Pink has a crush on him. If Blue goes over here and kills Pink, then Pink gets revenge for their crush's betrayal and they die as well. And the final scenario is if, let's say, Tan comes over and kills Pink. Now that Pink's dead, Pink still has a crush on Blue, but Blue is unaware of this. So, let's say Tan hops back out of that vent, kills Blue. Blue actually gets a second chance and is revived. Of course, if they are killed one more time, they are dead for the rest of the game. And yeah, so it's a pretty complicated role. What was this one? I've got so many roles I gotta try to remember. Oh yeah, so the third imposter role. This is a role exactly what it sounds like. You see people third impostering as crewmate, but now there's actually a role for it. How this works, one person is chosen to be the third imposter. The imposters do not know who the third imposter is, but the third imposter knows who the imposters are. The third imposter's goal is to stay alive and help the imposters win. So let's say Blue and Pink are imposters. I don't really care about the colors. Blue is my favorite color. But let's say Blue and Pink are the imposters, and they go kill everyone, and it's down to 4. If Tan is still alive, then all 3 of them win, even though Multicolor is technically not an imposter. But if they end up killing Multicolor, even though Multicolor was helping them, only these 2 win. So yeah, you gotta stay alive and help the imposters. You know who the imposters are. You will see the red names, but they will not know that you are an imposter, or you are the third imposter. So there's the trick behind that. This next role is called the killer. So, yeah, basically an imposter, you'd think. But this is like if there was an imposter in real life. So how this role works, you know, they can kill They can also vent, but the thing is, when they kill someone, they can drag their bodies. And they can also stuff them into vents. But if there's a body in that vent, nobody can use it. And if there's other imposters, only other imposters can report the body. They will not see the body and they cannot use the vent, but they can report it. Crewmates can't report the bodies that are in the vents. Also, in order to sabotage as the killer, let's say this is a reactor, you literally have to walk up to the thing that you want to sabotage and click sabotage. That will sabotage that thing. You might want to get out of there so they don't know that you're the killer. But yeah, it's like an old-fashioned one. This next one, I'm skipping one because I don't remember it. This next one's called the Peaceful Killer. So how this one works is it technically, yeah, so this Peaceful Killer, how it works is, let's say White's the Peaceful Killer. They have 3 people that they hate and they want them to die. So let's say White hates red, pink, and blue. Now if red, pink, and blue all die, either being voted out or killed, White wins. But since it's so overpowered, here's the thing. If White ever dies, and then all of them die, White cannot win because White is dead. So even if they're dead, it doesn't matter. Now, this last roll, I gotta think of what I haven't done yet. Give me a sec. What was the last roll? I remember it. Yeah, I had to restart the video because I had to go into the wheel spinner and remember. So, anyways, I'll combine the videos into one. So this next role is the Psychopath role. So how it works, if you are chosen to be the Psychopath, you have no abilities yet. But, here's how it works. You basically, let's say, here, let me grab my favorite color. Let's have Blue be the test subject here. Blue walks in, he's the imposter, right? He sees Brown, perfectly good for killing. No one's around to see it. He goes to kill him, but the thing is, since he's a psychopath, instead of Brown dying, Brown catches that knife, stabs Blue, and now Brown has new abilities. He is now an imposter. He can kill, he can sabotage, but his kill cooldown is automatically 10 seconds, which is the lowest it can go in Among Us. So it's 10 seconds, because he is a crazed madman now. Of course, he can't vent, because he's gone so crazy that he is not smart enough to use the vent. But he can sabotage. He basically runs around, he has with a 10-second cooldown, cannot vent, but can still sabotage. So yeah, if anyone, even if it's a sheriff, and let's say there's a sheriff and sees them kill Blue, if the sheriff tries to shoot them, the sheriff will die, because no one can kill him. He has to be voted off in order for the game to end, or for him to die. The only way for him to die is to be voted out, because if he's a crazy madman, if someone has a gun, he hits that gun out of there and kills him. Don't matter, even if his cooldown is at like 5 seconds still, if someone tries to kill him, they still die. It doesn't use his cooldown because he just hit that gun out of there. So yeah, that is all the roles I have come up with so far on my own. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think they're pretty cool roles. Like if people could add those to the game, like not even all of them, but like I think these roles are pretty cool. So yeah, I think there are some pretty cool roles in there. So if you do add them to the game, that'd be cool. But I don't think anyone who can code will be watching this game, who knows how to code stuff into Among Us, will be watching my videos. But still. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know. Oh my gosh, my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyways. So yeah, I'd appreciate if you like the video and subscribe. And I know I don't upload a lot, but I mostly forget. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.